Alright, it's time for the results to my contest number 1. Best card trick contest. Giving away like 14 decks or something like that. I'm basically going to announce third, second, then first, and then give away who got the random lucky. Whoever was lucky and got that random Infinity deck and Bike deck. First off, I'd just like to say thank you, everybody, for entering. I really appreciate it, and I could not be more pleased with the response. There were some great tricks. There were tricks from beginners, which I also like to see, or people who hadn't had as much experience starting out. That's great. Hey, you were entered into the lucky part of the contest. Good to see and good to help each other. And of course, if you would like a quick opinion on your trick, it's good to, you can send me a message whenever you'd like, and I'd be glad to just give you a few simple tips. Maybe nothing major, but something that can really help you. I've got a tip for everybody that I'm going to give at the end of this video. So, without further ado, let's get into who got third place. Well, this goes to a guy who did a really beautiful performance. Really clean. The thing is, when he did the trick, he hardly had an unneeded motion. It seemed like everything he did had a purpose, and that when it happened, it seemed to flow together, all of his moves. I mean, just simple stuff like setting cards in locations and so on. It just flowed one to the next. His trick was a FISM winner. You can look that up. And FISM 2006, Helder Guimarães, I think it says. And it was third place, goes to TK, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, TK Jang. So, I don't know how that's pronounced, forgive me. But TK, great job, and he will win something like, he will win a standard deck of cards. He'll win a fancy deck, alright, something like that, and one custom deck. So, well done you. On getting third place. So, now, there's the second place, who, this was a great entry as well. It was just a simple trick with only a few cards. Never even had the whole deck out. But really just well performed, clean handling. Love to watch him just hold the cards, move them, and so on. The reason it's not getting the first that I was thinking about is because there's a few points, you know, when you sort of like when you're getting ready for a pass and you kind of look like that, okay? That's not always a bad thing, but it does make the audience sometimes slightly suspicious. And I did, when I judged these, I looked through all of them, watched them all, and then I took my top 10 or so and watched them over and over again with my family. I've watched the winning ones like 10 times. So just that little uncomfortable moment here and there. Besides that, just beautiful, and even though it was uncomfortable, that's really what the move was supposed to look like. But very difficult trick, very tough, and just performed with ease. So second place goes to the trick Unmixed YOTYU5A1, who we will refer to from now on as Slightly Magical, since that's what it says at the top of the channel, and is going to get a blue deck bicycle cards, get some sort of fancy deck, 2 custom decks, depending, and those will be decided upon by the first, second, and third agreement. So, then there's the first place, and there was a trick here that had some tough moves. Sort of a gambling for finding the aces trick. Just really cool. Performing some tough moves. It was really fun to watch though, and did things like, you know, top shot and stuff like that I'm not very good at. The hot shot cut, just sort of performed with ease. It was just a great performance. Beautiful bottom deal. Anyway, and it goes first place. Neptunosim. Neptunosim. Forgive me. I don't know how to say that either. I'm really bad at that. Anyway, great job. So, beautiful performance. Go check that out. It's called, the video is just Amazing Card Magic, space 2 exclamation points. and it was amazing. A lot of times when I see like cuts, you know, if you watch a false cut like this, you can sort of follow. You can sort of follow what's going on if you're looking for it, right? With his false cuts, it was like, what on earth is going on? I was having a lot of trouble following it, and even not even doing false cuts in the beginning, which was kind of neat. You know, none of these, all these tricks. I figured, you know, I know what's going on. Even if I couldn't do exactly what he was doing, I could do exactly what they did. But just really, really, really neat. And he'll be getting a blue bicycle deck, some kind of fancy deck like this, and 3 custom decks of playing cards. And the way that works is the first place gets to choose his favorites out of these 6 decks. Okay, out of the 6 custom decks. Second place will choose their favorite 2 out of the remaining 3, and then third place will get the last one. But third place will get to choose their favorite of these 3 fancy decks, and then second, and then first. So that's how the deck choosing is going to work. But also, there's a couple of decks that we're giving out this Queen Wii Infinity deck and Red Bicycle Standard deck. Some pretty cool cards. These are really interesting deck. I have some interesting thoughts on that as well. But cool decks, $10 right here. Come on, people. Anyway, and it is going out to, by just a random number, Diego Vidal. Good job, Diego. I mean, I did watch your trick as well. Good job with the, I believe it was an ambitious card. A card rising to the top of the pack. Done live on the streets and stuff, which is also very cool. So you can go check out his video as well. And you can click on these to go see what the winning videos were like. We'll probably put them in the description too, provided I've updated my links. So, thank you all very much for entering the contest. I really hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to get into one really, really easy thing, that you can all do to improve your card magic. Okay, so there's one thing that I just saw a lot of in the contest that needs to be fixed. Alright? And it goes like this. Let's say we're going to do this change that I have taught in my videos, like that, okay? Let's say you're going to do that. This is what a lot of people do. They take out the card, and they change it. What's the problem with that? There's a big problem with that, and it really annoys me. And this is the problem, is this get ready move that you guys do. I know, I've done it too. It looks like this. You probably can find in my videos. So, hey, I'm sorry, I'm guilty too. But the great news is there's such an easy thing you can do just to quick change that. So let's get into it. What you do, you have your card down there, and what you want to do is get a pinky break. Alright, and what most people do is go like this. And the spectator kind of looks, and if the spectator is watching this card and they see something happen over the deck, it's just gonna throw them off for a second, and we don't want that. So instead, you just turn your wrist like this, away. So your fist is away from the spectator. Now if you have a card you need to hide in the bottom, you can just sort of turn it just a little bit, but just enough to get that break. Okay, if you can do a pinky count, How to Disturb Reality has a good pinky count tutorial, then you can do that instead. But this little get ready thing that everybody does, just do a simple wrist kill, and it will fix it. And then you can go into your trick like that, and it'll look way, way better. Okay, so wrist kill, that'll fix the problem. All right, if you wanted to, you can lift up with your thumb and get a break there, which actually doesn't look too bad from the front. That's all it looks like, just like that. And then you're getting a break with your thumb. If you want to get it from that spot, you can get it there. So, thank you for letting me get that off of my mind. But just simply do that wrist kill when you need to get a card ready with a pinky break. Thanks everybody for entering. It was a great contest. It was a lot of fun judging it. And I can't wait to send out the prizes. So, take care.